Hello, everybody. Today I want to tell you about a project that's a little bit different in that it's not something that I've done, but something that was done for me, and I loved it, so I wanted to share it. I'm going to call it the 12 Days of Christmas, but it can be modified for a variety of holidays or experiences, and you'll see that as I describe it. And as always, there's going to be a step-by-step instruction, and also at the very bottom, a change it up, meaning how you can modify this to apply to other things. So be sure and check that out. But let me get started. So where this came from is that I love gifts. I think you're going to be able to tell that after you spend some time with me on this page. But I love giving them, and I also love receiving them. So my husband, knowing me so well, decided to do something special for me. One Christmas, I don't even know if I told him or if he could just tell. I was a little bit sad about the fact that I don't receive very many gifts at Christmas anymore. I just don't exchange with very many people. And so he decided to put up some burlap stockings on the mantle. And they were little, they were symbol of the project that he was starting. And I asked him, hey, what's going on with these burlap stockings? And the first stocking had a note in it. So I read the note, and it explained that he planned to give me one gift for every day leading up to Christmas from that day forward. And that was the gift that day. And I'll tell you, it was really well received. It was so thoughtful, and just the excitement of the fact that he had intentionally thought of this and had purchased me some items between that day and Christmas was so thrilling. So it started. And for him, he did a great job. He bought a big variety of presents. Some were very inexpensive and just very like $5 at the place I like to stop for breakfast on a gift card, or a cute photo of my dogs that was framed. And the gifts kind of seemed to build. Maybe with a more expensive one thrown in here or there, but definitely sort of a build leading up to the actual holiday, where the gift was a little more on par with what we would typically give each other price-wise. So I loved it. So I had to share it with you guys. This might cost a little more than your typical Christmas budget. So you want to be thoughtful in determining what budget you want to spend, and then planning your purchases for that holiday. But I would expect that it would probably cost more than your typical budget. So make it a time where you can afford that. But then you can just make your decisions based on your budget and how much you want to spend on each present, some being less than others. So I thought it was great. I thought of a lot of ways to modify this, and I thought of it because, I love gifts and I don't receive very many gifts, so it just made me think about other people who might be in that position, widows or people in going through a divorce. So you could actually implement this with people other than just boyfriends, husbands, spouses, partners. You could do this with friends or people that are going through a tough time. I also thought if you were going to do it for children, you might do it like as they're leading up to going to a camp experience. Maybe give them kind of excitement for their camp experience and a build up. You could pick a certain number of days before camp and give them gifts that they'll need at camp, some fun and some functional gifts leading up to that camp experience. So you'll see a lot of ways that I came up with to modify this, but bottom line is it's fun for everybody, and I hope that you'll consider trying it. Please let me know how you use this and how it went. I cannot wait to hear.